Hello, and welcome to our channel, Top 10s You Should Know. Let's talk about something that hits close to home. The kind of decisions we make with money that feel smart, even genius, when we're doing them, but quietly sabotage us in the long run. You know the ones. Those clever little money hacks, shortcuts, or habits that give us a sense of control, a feeling like, hey, I've got this. But fast forward a few months, maybe a few years, and suddenly we're asking, where did all my money go? Or why am I still struggling to get ahead? The truth is, most broke people aren't reckless. They're not dumb. In fact, many are incredibly resourceful. But that's the catch. It's not about being smart in the moment. It's about being strategically smart for the long haul. And that's where so many people, maybe even you or someone you love, unknowingly fall into traps. Traps that feel safe, feel logical, feel like you're doing the right thing. But they quietly keep you stuck, paycheck to paycheck. So in today's video, we're going to pull back the curtain on the top 10 things broke people do that feel smart at first, but actually keep them broke. These aren't just bad habits, they're deceptive ones. They trick the mind and drain the wallet. And once you become aware of them, you can break the cycle. You can shift from surviving to thriving, one smarter choice at a time. Let's dive in. 1. Always buying the cheapest option. It sounds smart, right? Go for the cheapest item, whether it's shoes, tools, electronics, or even food. Why spend more when there's a budget version available? But here's the painful truth. Cheap often means low quality, and low quality leads to replacement, again and again. Broke people try to save money up front, but end up spending more in the long run, while the wealthy buy things that last. This doesn't mean buy the most expensive, it means buy the best value. And that value is often found in durability, not price tags. What feels smart when you save $10 today ends up costing you double tomorrow. 2. Using credit cards for points while carrying debt. Using a credit card for rewards, cashback, or air miles feels like a financial win. And it can be if you're paying off your balance every single month. But if you're carrying even a small balance, those points come at a massive cost. Many broke individuals rack up interest charges of 20% or more while celebrating a 1.5% cashback. That's like spending $100 to earn $5. Credit card companies love this game because it feels smart while draining your account. Wealthy people use credit as a tool. Broke people unknowingly use it as a trap. 3. Leasing a car to afford something nicer. Leasing a car gives you access to a shiny new ride for a fraction of the price, or so it seems. It feels financially clever. No massive down payment, lower monthly costs, and that new car smell. But here's the problem. You're paying monthly for something you'll never own. And leases come with hidden costs, mileage caps, wear and tear fees, and steep penalties. Broke people fall in love with how it looks. Wealthy people care how it works. While one ends up with a car that becomes an asset, the other spends years funding a temporary status symbol. Leasing may feel like freedom, but it's often just a fancy cage. 4. Relying on payday loans to get by. In desperate moments, payday loans feel like a lifeline, a quick cash infusion to make it to payday. But behind that fast approval is a financial predator. These loans carry interest rates as high as 300 to 500%, which means you're not just borrowing money, you're renting stress. Many broke people end up in a vicious cycle. Borrowing again just to pay the last loan. It becomes a trap that steals your future one paycheck at a time. What feels like relief in the short term becomes financial suffocation in the long run. 5. Skipping insurance to save a few bucks. When you're struggling financially, every monthly bill feels heavy, so skipping insurance might seem smart. Why pay for something you may never use, right? But when life throws a curveball, a car crash, medical emergency, a home flood, the cost of not having insurance is devastating. Broke people often see insurance as an expense. Wealthy people see it as protection. Because true savings isn't just about cutting costs, it's about guarding against disasters that could wipe out everything. 6. Avoiding investing because it feels too risky. Investing feels complicated, risky, confusing. So many broke individuals avoid it entirely, thinking they're playing it safe. But here's the harsh truth. By not investing, you're guaranteeing you'll stay behind. Inflation eats away at your savings, and compound growth is passing you by. The wealthy understand that risk, when educated and managed, is where opportunity lives. They start small, learn, and grow their money. Avoiding investing feels safe, but it's really a silent surrender of your financial future. Bub 7. Spending to impress, not progress. In the social media age, it's easy to fall into the trap of performative wealth. Flashy clothes, new phones, expensive dinners, all in the name of appearances. It feels good. It gets attention. But broke people often spend to impress, while the wealthy spend to invest. That quick dopamine hit from validation fades fast. But the debt, the empty bank account, the stress, that lingers. Status spending feels like success, but it's often just insecurity in disguise. They're 8. Doing everything themselves to save money. Many people believe DIY means you're being responsible. And sometimes it does. But often, broke people take on everything themselves to save money and end up wasting time, energy, and opportunities. Fixing what you're not skilled in can cost more in repairs. Handling taxes alone can mean missed deductions. Wealthy people know when to pay others, so they can focus on what earns them more. Time is a currency. Spending hours to save $50 is not always wise. It's just exhausting. 9. Waiting for the perfect time to start saving. It's easy to say, I'll start saving next month, especially when bills feel never-ending. But the perfect time rarely comes. Broke people believe saving needs to be big, so they delay it. Wealthy people know it's about consistency, not size. Even $5 a week builds momentum, builds the habit, and builds confidence. The danger isn't in saving too little, it's in saving nothing. Waiting feels logical, but it's actually procrastination wrapped in good intentions. 10. Thinking budgeting is for people who are already struggling. There's a myth that budgeting is only for people in financial crisis. But the opposite is true. Budgeting is the foundation of wealth. Broke people often avoid it because it feels limiting or stressful. But not tracking your money is like driving blindfolded. Wealthy people always know where their money is going. Budgeting isn't about restriction. It's about freedom. It tells your money where to go before it disappears. Thinking budgeting is beneath you feels smart, but it's the very reason many stay broke. So there it is, 10 money moves that feel smart, but aren't. They often come from a place of survival, pride, or even good intentions. But they keep people broke, year after year. The good news? Awareness is power. The moment you see these habits clearly, you can change them. And you don't need $1 million to start. You just need to shift your mindset. Now we'd love to hear from you. Which of these felt familiar? Be honest. Which one are you ready to let go of today? Drop your answers in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell, because we've got more eye-opening truths and financial wisdom headed your way. Thanks for watching Top 10s You Should Know. Stay mindful, stay strong, and start building the life you truly deserve.